Alright, let's get this shit done. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. 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 Whew. Alright. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's go. Or okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Drop the fucking weight. Oh. All right, let's go again. Again, a little more. Okay. All right, we're gonna go again. Whew. Hello. Ended off with doing a chest and back day. You know, ending the day off with a good old workout. Not a bad thing for me, man. Chest and back go crazy. So, I love it. And then arms tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Oh God, can't tell you. But chest and back went crazy. I do like doing my fly and then like a back movement. I'm trying really hard to get my lats to be thicker, so that'll take a minute. And what I mean by thicker is not like a wider lat, because that's an insertion thing, but like a more like prominent lat. Like, so like if you've seen my posing, I have a good upper back, like it's pretty decent, and then like that lower portion where my lats are, they're not as thick as my upper back, which was understandable. That shit will happen. Like, that is like a thing that will happen sometimes. Some people just don't get that big lat. Don't do it, bud. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. And yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. What was I talking? Oh yeah, lat. Like some people like me and some other like people, they don't get that like really thick lat that they're looking for. Like when you like, if you look at someone on the internet, you see like when they're back, they hit like a double back, like back double bicep. It goes like a good shape of your back inserting and stuff like that, which is cool. Like, I think it's interesting. And then people talk about the Christmas tree all the time. The best thing, your Christmas tree is technically your tendon connecting to your back. That's a really interesting thing I looked at. Like, I looked at an anatomy book going, like, what am I looking for? Because like when people talk about the Christmas tree, it's that space where there is no muscle. It's the tendon connecting all the muscles together to your spine. That's what the Christmas tree is when you see it on a bodybuilding stage. Meaning, when some people can have different types of Christmas trees, which is interesting. The reason it's also called a Christmas tree is because if you look at it, the way that tendon connects, it looks like a pine tree. Cool thing. Anyways, so I've been doing like more lat, like specific movements during my back days. Even when I'm doing like an upper back movement, like when I'm doing rows, I even try to keep my elbows more tucked in to try and get more lat. Does that mean I'm getting rid of most of my upper back movements? No. It just means I'm going to go for a shorter grip on most of my upper back movements. It's not going to be as wide because I want my lats to come in more, because those are kind of a lacking part right now. Now, when you hear like lacking part, most people would say, hey man, you're not that big, you can't be thinking about lacking parts, you just put on muscle. And yes, that is something that I do just need to do, is I just need to put on muscle and see where I'm actually lacking. But at this stage right now, of my lifting journey, I think it's like pretty cool to focus on the things you believe are the smallest on your body. Now, do I suggest that for everybody? No. Like, I'm not going to go out and do a complete just bro split and focus solely on doing my lats. No. Because I'm not big enough to where that would actually be beneficial for me. That'd actually be detrimental for me. Like, if I was, I'd say, fucking a good 200 pounds of muscle, and I'm looking at my physique and going, my lats are kind of weak, and like everything else is overpowering my lats, I will be probably putting lats at the end of my leg day, and then doing lats on chest and back, and then trying to hit lats 3 times a week instead of 2 times a week, because it's not worth me not focusing on it at that point, because I've built a great physique at that point. So that's when you start looking at it. Is my suggestion is, at the beginning, do not be like, oh, I'm lacking this. No, get big, put on more muscle. And I'm even saying that to myself right now, is put on more muscle before you start looking at like what you're missing and what you're not missing. Because guess what? Over time, it just could be a muscle group that isn't responding as fast as everything else. It could take time. That's why I never suggest to start specifying with your workouts until you're like, I'd give good 5 years into the gym. Good 5. Because that's when you're a good 5 years in, you know how your body reacts to most things. You know how your body's going to react to this and that. And you're looking at it and going, what am I missing, man? Because it could be just like a simple thing of like you're focusing on moving too much weight. That's why your lats aren't activating, man. Because you can't technically just activate your lats. Because now your upper back's getting into it because you're trying to move more weight than your actual lats can handle at this very moment. See, stuff like that could be it. But you never know until you've got to that stage of development. And that's just like, I'm just regurgitating like most things that I've been told, because I feel like it's a good thing to know, even if like you're not that big into the gym or you're not that big into things like this. I'm just going to tell you, hey, where you are right now, skinny, fat, in the middle, average. Don't be hypercritical on your physique because you're looking at these monsters on the internet. Be critiquing your form more than you're critiquing your muscle growth. Because if you get to the point where you are just focusing on what you're doing and not like how you're looking and not what's going on in the gym, at some point you're not going to get bigger, you're going to stagnate. And at that point you have to start reevaluating what you need to do. And that's in everything in life, is if you start focusing on what you can and can't do, like what you can't do at this very moment, you're going to be mad. You're going to be angry because you're not allowed to do this, you can't do this right now, blah, blah, blah. You're just be angry because you can't do it at this very moment. Be excited to do the journey more than you're excited for that end goal. Because, like, with the gym, that's taught me a lot, is just be excited for this journey, man. If this is a journey you're happy with, this is a journey that's, like, taken you years, and you look at it and go, fuck yeah, I did that. Never be discouraged. Even if it means you're going slower than you thought. Because no matter what, you're gonna get to the point where you want to be. Not gonna lie, you're gonna get to that point. But it'll be way later on the line. Like, I'm also gonna tell you not to be like, hey, I want this physique. No. That physique is most likely because of someone's genetics. Now, I'm not going to tell you not to strive for that physique. No, I'm just going to tell you, on a high likely chance, you're not going to be able to get it because you're not that person. What my suggestion is you should strive to be better than who you are right now. And if that's personality-wise, physique-wise, just little things. Like, I'm going to use myself as an example. I used to be very angry, like on God, angry person all the time, just irritated at the world. I looked at the world like it owed me everything, and it didn't. Oh, there it is. It didn't owe me nothing. Looking at the world like that and not getting what I wanted, what I believed I deserved, made me frustrated. Because I'm like, I'm working this hard, this, that, and I'm not getting what I thought I deserved. No. It has nothing to do with what you deserve. It's everything that you have accomplished. There's a difference. That's the mindset switch you need. I've accomplished this. I've accomplished that. I deserve this award. No, you've accomplished the requirements to the reward. Now, did you get it? No. Because, like, on a genuine note, like, that's happened. Like, I believed I did everything I needed to get this thing. And I didn't get it. Because there was someone right next to me doing the exact same thing, but better. They were doing just that extra work that I wasn't. Stuff like that. And that's okay. Like, on God, it's gonna be a mini. Like, even if you hang out with your friends, your bros, your whatever, and you all start the gym at the same time, you're gonna have different progression. Let's say it's you're a bigger guy, and your friend's a skinnier guy. You are going to be stronger than your friend, but it'll take more time for you to look as lean as your friend. Because what happens is, because your friend is so, like, scrawny and stuff, the little bit of muscle they put on looks phenomenal. Because they have little body fat, it's just they don't have muscle to show it. Like, most people I've talked to who are, like, skinny and stuff. Like, I have a friend, I talk to him a lot. He's like 6'2", 9% body fat. He would, like, just this little difference of height changed all of, like, this stuff for us. Because I could squat a lot deeper than him and move weight different than he could. Like on different, like, movements, I was stronger than he was. And stuff like that made him irritated and made me irritated, because I was like, I visibly look bigger than you. Why are you stronger than me at this? Leverage. Stuff like that. Like, little stuff. And then, like, when he was lean, he actually looked a lot better than what I did sometimes. Because he was a leaner body fat than me. So guess what? He had veins, vascularity that I couldn't see. I could look like I had more muscle than him. And we were about the same weight. He was still more vascular than I was. He was still more lean. He was still leaner than I was. Stuff like, just because he was taller, and at his body fat and body weight means he had to carry. He carried technically a little less muscle than I did. But he was also way leaner, so he looked a lot better. Like, I looked bulkier than he did. Like, I would wear larges, and he would wear, like, mediums to smalls, because he was just thinner than I was. At the same body fat. Not the same body fat, at the same body weight. You are completely different than everyone around you. Like, genetic-wise, every human being is not 100% the same genetic makeup. That's crazy, is, like, as human beings, we're only like 98.8% of the same genetic, like, wavelength. I don't think it's wavelength, but, like, genetic makeup that we can reproduce, but we're just that bit different that when we do reproduce, the child is different than we are. And that's the fun thing. So that little bit of genetic differences, because your parents are different than your friend's parents, or this and that. Like, even if you have the same parents, like me and my brother are completely different. He's taller than I am. He's bigger than I am. He also carries fat differently than I do. Stuff like that. Because we might have the same parents, but we got the different part of genetic makeup than we did. Like, because right now, I'm like, I think 145, almost 150. I'm beating a dead horse. Fun. Whatever. He it's 210. Now, I have the muscular look. He has that, I don't want to say, like almost dad bod look, but he's still strong as shit. And that's because he also carries muscle mass. That's the interesting thing. Is even though he's that much bigger than I am betting if he lost that fat, he would still be bigger than I am. Because he has still that muscle from going through puberty and also lifting some weight because of his job. That's the fun part. Like, all these little things, like lifestyle stuff. I bet if he got in the gym right now with me and we got him to lose weight, he would still be bigger than I am by a lot. My 150, because just because he's taller, he would be bigger than me weight-wise and probably muscularity-wise. Because he was also a bigger kid than I was in high school. Like, he looked muscular in high school. It's just over the years, he's put on more fat. And that's okay. That shit happens. My goal is always to tell you to be healthier. And if that means eating healthier foods or going on more walks, getting your steps in, stuff like that. I do not want you to go look at the gym and be like it's what Planet Fitness thinks every other gym is like. A judgment zone. No. I have never been to a single gym that is very judgy. The only time I've ever been to a gym, like the only time I see a judgy gym, is because people are fucking filming without people's consent in a public gym. Like, dude, this is a public place. Yes, you can film in public, but you have to get consent. It's not a public place. It's a private property owned by a gym that is open to the public. That's the difference. You are on private property filming, technically. That is open to the public. So you have to get... The only reason they're judging is because you are filming without their consent. And that's because it's weird. Like, I go to a private gym. You're allowed to film. I've seen it. I film. I've seen a lot of people film. Just today, the gym owner was doing like a picture thing. Like, I think it was like something promoting his brand. But he had a whole like camera crew and everything. There's the difference. You could not do that in a public gym without the consent of the owner. Like, you can actually do that in this gym as long as you talk to the owner. You still have to talk to the owner about it. Because you can film. You can't just lock down half the gym because you have some sponsorship thing. See? That, like, no one bats an eye because that's the norm in this gym. It is normal for you to film. It is normal for you to film your workouts and stuff like that, and like do photo shoots and stuff like that. It's normal. But if I saw that in a gym, or if I did that in a public gym, I would be looked at weird. I would look at the person weird, because But it's not okay to do without talking to someone. That's the thing. Also, I forgot what I was talking about. Like, that's the only time I've seen judgment. And so, like, I don't want people to go into the gym thinking people are judging them. No. Most of the people you believe are judging you, they're not judging you. They're just looking at you because they're done with their set. They're spacing out, man. They're not even looking at you half the time. They're looking through you. You don't even know what's going on, man. I've done it. I've accidentally looked at someone for almost, 3 minutes of just spacing the fuck out. Not even knowing who or what I'm doing at all. And that happens a lot for a lot of people. Also, I've never went to a gym that's like, oh, we judge you because you're fat. No, they go, damn, let's go, man. Because the gym is where you need to be to get better. If you want to get better, most people go to the gym. If you want to get more fit, most people go to the gym. And that's the great thing. The internet has ruined that. I'm not even lying. Like, I've seen so many Instagram posts that fucking irritate the shit out of me. There was, like, this one Instagram post that was just like, hey, man, July 1st is next month. All you new fucking gym rats, all these new gym guys should only be going on the first on the first of the beginning of the year. I don't want you guys right here in fucking November, March. Huh, dude? You should be happy that they're starting their goal early. They heard people telling them, hey, don't start your goal on the beginning of the year. Start it right now, and it'll most likely continue. Because guess what you're doing? You're not giving yourself that massive amount of fucking pressure to get this job done. You're starting early because you want to do it. That's what makes me mad about New Year's resolutions. A lot of the time is you guys, no one finishes them. Because what happens is you put so much damn pressure that you want to be better this year that you literally make it almost impossible for yourself to succeed. Like, I think it's been like fucking 20 like documentations of me saying, like, since I've said this, like, my whole goal is for you guys to literally reach for the stars, grasp the fucking moon, guys, because this whole thing, reach for the stars, is a great aspiration. Do not be sad when you fucking hit the moon, because guess what? That means you're a quarter of your way there to your aspirations. It's baby steps, guys. It's not the stairway. It's not literally the elevator to your goal. It's a stairway. It's step by step. You can't skip steps in most of the stuff. It's not I sit in a room and fucking I go up. No, you walk up the steps, you expend energy getting there. And if your goal was to reach the top of the building within an hour, like, you want to reach the top of I think it'd be like a 5-story building, so like 50, that'd be 50 feet, in 1 hour, and you get to the halfway mark in like 45 minutes, you still have time to get there. Holy shit, you're still halfway there. Did you reach your goal? No. You didn't reach your goal. You're tired. You want to go back home. That's okay. You fucking hit halfway. Next time you do a little bit more. Like, if halfway is that stopping, that sticking point for you, do an extra step. Not an extra, like, 3 or 4. Just one more step. And then you can go back. Just that little bit of touch. Because guess what? once you do an extra step, you're like, oh, I hit that extra step today. Okay, whoa, I'm gonna go back down, go home. Not good. Tomorrow, you hit that extra step, you have a little bit more energy, and another. What's stopping you, bud? You're not reaching the top of the building, but fuck, you're reaching close to it. Like, you should be ecstatic when you hit an extra step, because that little bit of progress every day, every moment, every second gets you closer to your goal. Motherfucker, grasp at the moon. If you know you can reach the moon, fucking grab it, and then on to the next. You have a dream to grab a fucking star, to grasp a shooting star. And if that means you have to hit the moon running, fucking you hit that son of a bitch like an asteroid. You hit the moon. You are now closer to reaching for the stars. Do not be afraid to fail. Do not be afraid to hit your mark, to hit your goal halfway. Never be afraid of that. Because you learn from failure. Halfway is good. Halfway to your goal is great. Because that means you have another halfway, and that means you will reach the other halfway quicker. Because you already understand what you're doing now. Like, you will, let's say your goal is to gain 10 pounds in a year. You gain 5. Holy shit, you gained 5 pounds of muscle. You're a new lifter, you gain 5. You now understand lifting. You're probably going to gain 5 more next year. Will it slow down? Because it's muscle. Yes. But damn, you hit that son of a bitch halfway. Or let's say your goal is to run a mile in fucking 6 minutes. You run a mile in 12. Next week you run a mile in 11. Next week you run a mile in 10. And you get at that sticking point of running a mile in 8. And you keep going, and it slowly trickles down. You will be able to run a mile in 6 minutes at some point. Will it be longer than you thought? Hell yeah. Does it mean you didn't reach the goal? No. Does it mean your goal was a little longer than you thought it would be? Yeah. Well, fuck it. Who cares? Your goal is still that goal, dude. It shouldn't be the scariest thing if you don't make it to that at that very moment. Like, you should never be afraid. Like, if your goal physique is like someone like Chris Bumstead, and you make it halfway to Chris Bumstead, fucking halfway to Chris Bumstead is still a crazy ass physique. Nobody's gonna be mad about that. Your goal is to reach for that sky, and you grab the fuck out of the moon. Don't be mad about it. It just means reaching for the stars was hard. And you hit one of the best spots to reach even fucking farther, man. It's okay. I'm gonna end the fucking video here. I have nothing else to talk about, man.